So I have a couple more Epomaker keyboards. Tide 75, Dynatab 75. But you're going to have to come back to watch the review on that one, because this review is about the Dynatab 75. We get the keyboard, which is tall. So under here we get a keycap puller, key switch puller. We get a nice little welcome message. Keycap puller, key switch puller. Keep that. We get a connector, USB-A, USB-C. It's that kind of metal industrial style one. This has multiple connection types, which you can obviously wire it up. That's a nice thick rubber material, by the way. It's not plastic, it's a rubber. Very nice, very high quality. Set that there. I'll read through this after, but I really want to get into this keyboard here. Okay, so that's a look at the keyboard there. You get a little plastic cover on there. Take that off after. Light power thing. We get our signal options here. So I guess that's going to be 2.4 gigahertz. That's the symbol, but it's 2.4 gigahertz, the dongle. We get wired, and then we get Bluetooth. It's very cool looking. It obviously has an LCD. I didn't want to show that yet, but that was a spoiler. You get your plug there to charge it up because it has a battery, and of course, wire connection. All right. Bottom there, you get 3 feet stages. 1, 2, 3. It's a very firm, nice feeling thing there. Rubber here. Epomaker Dynatab 75X. It's got a natural wedge shape, kind of like an IBM buckling springs keyboard, which I have. It doesn't have any writing on it. It has this kind of pastel, I don't know if pastel is the right term for gray because it's not technically a color, but it has kind of a pastel-y, like a gray monochrome fade to it from a dark kind of almost bluish gray down here, and then it goes all the way up to a light. Very, very small hint of blue in here. It's not a pure monochrome, it has the tiniest bit of gray. So you can see that there we do have lettering. However, it's facing towards the user, so me in this case, or you. Kind of hard to see, but when we light it up it should illuminate a little bit better. Very cool looking keyboard, very unique styling. Epomaker is just making just cool keyboards in general. Like, they're just making things that people might like, and then they're just like, let's do it. Let's look at these keycaps here. All right. Nice, good quality keycap. There's no printing on it, obviously, but there is a cutout there. So it's not really a printing, it's a cutout. And then the light should shine through, hopefully, and illuminate it towards the user, me in that case. Very nice. You can see the switch there. Put it up on the screen which model that is. We'll go through these switch options for you guys here and see what different options you can get. So we can see here that they have a couple different options. They have a UK and then the standard layout there. Color options, we have purple and gray. So if you actually look at them, this is the purple one. It's actually really nice, to be honest. And there's this nice kind of gray one, also really pretty. If you need to have the text on the keyboard, you can go with the purple one, right? You can see the purple has the text on the keyboard, whereas the gray does not. And then, of course, you'd have multiple switches here. You have the Epomaker Wisteria switch linear. That's what I have here. Epomaker stereo switch tactile, which is the same switch but a tactile variant. Looks like they have the flamingo switch. I don't think I've tried those yet, or the sea salt silent switch. I'm interested to try those, but I have tried the Wisteria switch, and that's what I have on this one here. The switch is a linear switch. There's no tactility to it. Feels nice though. Yeah, it looks pretty good. It's a nice feeling keyboard. It's very sturdy, very, very sturdy actually. I mean, it's a thick wedge shape, so I mean, I'd hope that it was, but it doesn't have any creaks. Doesn't feel cheap. Feels nice. It's under here. Oh, that's the dongle. Let's go with 2.4 gigahertz. Looks like it does come charged, as we know. Hello, Epomaker. 2.4 gigahertz tells you what it is. Okay. Gives us our... Is that right? That is right. That's the date. It's not the right time, but it is the right date. What's that do? Ooh. What is all this stuff? That flickering, by the way, I can't see that. That's an LED thing. It has to do with my camera. I'm sorry. To me, this is static. Well, it's going through colors, but there's no flicker. It's really hard to record LEDs. That's really cool. Ooh, matrixy. So let's do a little type test here, and we'll see how it sounds. Okay, so for me, contextually that sounds very nice and it feels very nice. I'm going to bring the mic down so you can get a little bit better audio. Very smooth, no kind of grit in there, no twang to the actual key switch there. The spring feels nice. That feels very stable, right? The keys themselves feel very stable. Overall, the typing experience is very nice. It's a very nice feeling keyboard. The sound of it is nice. I've used these switches before, actually, from Epomaker. I really like the switch. I usually don't like linear switches. These ones feel nice. The weight is good. They're slightly more resistance than some linears that I've used, but they're really smooth, and I actually like them quite a bit. Volume up, volume down, so you can do like function up and down. I guess if you don't have these memorized, that might kind of suck, because they don't have like symbols on them. So, doing hotkeys for volume up, volume down. I don't actually do that on my keyboard, but I guess you could technically. I guess that would be your thing. That's cool. Function Q is for Bluetooth 1, 2, and 3. So that's Bluetooth device 1, Bluetooth device 2, Bluetooth device 3. That would be fine for me because, I typically use 2.4 gigahertz on my desktop, and then, I could do like laptop if I'm testing a tablet and something else. Like, it is actually nice for me to have Bluetooth options, so very good. Battery check, function, and backspace. That's cool. 70% battery. That's pretty cool. Does it stay forever, or does it go away? So function insert. That's the radiating out style. That's a kind of randomizer. It's going to go through them one by one. One where it delays for a minute after you type. It's probably just going to be lots, to be honest. A waving thing. Static. Rainbow. There's so many. 0%. 4. Very nice. Backlight speed, left and right. So I have to change the thing there, but we have like a radiating thing. You can go through here. That's a little slow. So you can go left and right, make it fast. It tells you there, faster or slower. So that's a static one. This is probably how I would use it because I just like static color. So there's red, yellow, green, or greeny yellow. Actually green, blue. By the way, you can see there when it's not like RGB, you can really easily see the letters there. So if you really need to see the keys there, you probably want to leave on like a static color or something that's not flying around the keyboard because you wouldn't be able to see through it as well. Yeah, so I mean that's pretty cool. Okay, so I guess that's that. I don't need to do the most extensive test of every single. I don't have to spend an hour typing on it. It's a really nice feeling keyboard. I've used these switches before and they're very nice. Yeah, it's a really nice sounding keyboard. It feels very nice to type on. It doesn't feel cheap at all. It feels very sturdy. It's pretty sweet. Buy it if you want. I'll put some links in the video description down below, some direct links to them. If I can find this keyboard on Amazon, then I can add some Amazon affiliate links through Amazon, not through Epomaker, assuming that I can find them. And then if you shop through that, helps me out, but you don't have to. But I'll also just put some direct links down. You can just check out their website and buy directly off of them. But I'm pretty happy with this. It's a pretty sweet keyboard, to be honest.